Driving through the Appalachian foothills this time of year is truly a magnificent experience. The vibrant colors of the changing leaves paint a picture of beauty that cannot be matched. The leaves have reached their peak right now, creating a vibrant display that is truly breathtaking. As I made my way to the cabin nestled among the bottom of the ridgeline, I encountered a rugged, steep slope. The rocky terrain presented a challenge, making it difficult to navigate. However, with determination and a sense of adventure, I made my way down to the bottom. Once I reached the bottom of the ridge, my cabin came into view. The next morning, I woke up to sounds of life in the forest. All of the leaves are starting to fall and change colors. As I stood on my front deck and looked around, looked at the terrain, and at the bottom of the hill, I could see the creek in full view. It seemed to be a little low this year. I brought my dogs with me, Sadie and Hannah. Sadie is a lab, a hunting dog, and she was in her element. Let me tell you, she was on the trail of something the entire time. Her and Hannah spent the day just out exploring. I had to keep them close by though because there are bears. So I went back to the top of the hill to get more supplies to take them down. And as I look at the hill, I keep thinking, oh, I dread this so much. During the day, I was able to put up some solar panels for solar lights inside the cabin. I then decided to add some solar lights to the path. That way I can light the path up at night for safety and also for some ambiance. Miss Serenity enjoyed the day. We brought all of the things that she enjoyed. So there is a lot of cleaning up to do. I got the fire pit set up and I installed all of the solar lights to light up the path. I did a little bit of leaf raking, put some torches at the end of the path. Down here, you will see that we have a really rocky terrain. We are in the foothills of the Appalachians, so it is easy to lose your footing here. There is a couple of flat spots that we can put some tents if people wanted to come and enjoy the peace and quiet of the Appalachian Mountains and the beauty. And that is the road that leads down to the creek. It's a little bit steep too. So But this area right here is flat. I think it'll make a good area for a tent or, a building or maybe even possibly a greenhouse. There's a couple other areas that are flat too. So Miss Serenity has been enjoying herself outside. It was cool, but not too bad. She is listening to the music. We I had brought that for her. There's my dogs running around having a good time, but she enjoys listening to music, and she'll just walk back and forth and listen and dance and sing. I was able to put up her hammock. She does like to swing, but she loves to get inside her hammock and swing back and forth. And she'll play some games and sit and listen to music and just relax. And it was a really good experience for her. She did miss the internet. Here you can see the creek at the very bottom of the hill. I was looking at that. I wanted to get a better view of how the area looked. That way everybody could see the landscape and the lay of the land. I put up some tiki torches. I added another one to that at the end of the path. I can light that up at night. But there is a drop off in the distance that goes down to the creek. And this area right here that I'm pointing at, that leads to the other side of the property to where my sister's is located. There is a little trail through the woods. We have some ATV trails. And speaking of ATVs, I might need to try to find one that's affordable. I've got ash on my fingers from trying to build a fire and everything, so don't mind that. I'm basically showing how steep the road in that I have to hike, and then it goes all the way up from there. There's a landing at the top of the hill. That's where I staged my supplies, and then I walked in from way up there. You can park your vehicle up there or over at the landing area, and that's where I staged all of the supplies. And it's very rocky terrain, as I was saying, a lot of leaves, so it kind of makes it a little bit slippery, so you would need four-wheel drive or all-terrain tires on your vehicle. And I was able to get mine in and out of the area up there. So it was a little rough, but I think I'm going to see if I can get somebody to grade the very top of the hill to kind of level it out, because that's the steepest area. The rest of it isn't too bad. It was really tearing my knees up. Of course, I didn't think ahead and I didn't wear the right shoes. But again, this flat area right here is a really good area to do some things with. And I'd like to get a ram pump installed to bring some water up from the creek, but I'm going to have to figure that out, because if it's too steep, I might not be able to get the water from up there into a holding tank. But it still needs a lot of work in progress. I'm on a budget, and I'm just one person. I can only do so much, and I have to pace myself. So it was very calm and peaceful up there. I just enjoyed the lay of the land, the sound of the birds. We even had a woodpecker in the distance you would hear every day. Thank goodness I didn't see any bear while I was up there, but my dogs would have gotten that taken care of. So, but pretty much we have a lot of different terrain. It kind of steps down in like a terrace. It'll step down, and then you'll have a flat area, then it'll step down again. So, and But the main thing I'm more concerned about is the hill and the slope. But at the very top, like I said, is a platform, a flat area. So, and I would like to put some steps in or stairs in along the right side of the property. That way, when you're at the top, at the landing, the flat area, you can just walk down on the steps. I've even thought about putting a zip line in to bring supplies in and out. I know that all sounds difficult, but I'm just the type that, if there's a will, there's a way. So what you're looking at here is my camp oven. It's a Coleman camp oven that pops out. You can put it on top of your Coleman stove or on a fire pit. I used it quite a bit to make some things for Serenity. I brought her favorite foods. She loves her French fries and her chicken nuggets, so I put those in the oven and cooked those right up. I've raked up all of the leaves and piled the leaves on top of the fire pit area. Actually, it's a rock wall, and the top of it is a fire pit. And that structure down there is I'm going to be putting a rain catchment system in, and it's going to hold the barrels. So the next time I go up, I will have to put it in place. I've got it sitting down there, and I'll just level it up and put the rain barrels on it. So I'm going to get water from the creek and also from the rain. I can bring public water in, but to do that, it's going to be extremely expensive. And like I said, I'm on a budget, and the money that I had saved is going toward doing what I can to make it livable. And so it's a work in progress, and I can't wait for the end result. And we'll have a beautiful cabin in the woods that we can enjoy. I know that me and Serenity absolutely love it up there. She does miss the internet, but we all know that the internet is not really a good thing for kids to be on all the time. She likes to watch her videos, her kid videos that she will watch on a daily basis. Nothing bad, but she needs to be doing other things and being out in nature and exploring other things. The life is not all about internet. It can help with research and learning and stuff, but I do think that a lot of people spend just too much time on it, just really when they could be doing other things. For me, I think it's a distraction. So I thought that the time that I spent up here was just amazing, and it was a big break from this chaotic world. So I put some solar lights also up into the tree area, and I'm lighting up the trees at night. So that turned out so beautiful. When I looked outside during the night, everything was just lit up, and it just gave that cozy feel to it. The leaves are starting to turn just such beautiful colors. During the day, I would just sit and just watch them fall from the top of the trees and just kind of just float down to the ground. I was able to bring up some outdoor table and chairs to use to sit around the fire pit. My dad put some things in the cabin as well. My dogs, that's Hannah, my German Shepherd, and Miss Sadie B. Hawkins, they had the best time. They just really enjoyed running around and playing. trying to chase after squirrels and everything. So I think that next time when I come up, she was trying to give me kisses. Next time I come up, I'll take them also. They're also, those dogs are for protection. This is the stove that I put in, and I just put down some tile that I got for free off of Craigslist. The cabin has been painted as well, but the stove, it kept the place so warm. And on top of it, it has 2 areas that you can cook on if you need to in the wintertime. So I went around, there was a lot of fallen trees that I cut up for firewood. And I put a lot of candles on the wall for candlelight. And I brought my little Coleman butane stove to cook on as well. Got some oil lamps. And at night I would just burn candles. And it just gave it such a cozy little feel to it. And this is the road that goes down on the other side of the creek that my sister owns. Now, it was paved because the road was built many, many years ago when I was a little girl. And my dad turned it over to the county to pave. And so my sister has this part of the land. As you can see, all of the really huge boulders that we have laying around there. We have a big branch, a stream that runs into the creek. This is the garage area for storage where we keep all of our stuff. And this is the surrounding area in my town. You can see the rolling mountains, or it's the foothills of the Appalachians, but as you can see, it is so beautiful up there. This is home. This is where I grew up. It's a beautiful place.